Alright, guys, just got out of Bible study. It was a good one. The day was kind of emotional, but it was a good one. I gotta make sure I start paying attention, when you're in Bible study. You gotta get off your phone. I gotta make sure I bring my Bible. But they generally talking about baptism, and I have a struggle with that. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. I know baptism's on my way, and as a good Christian, or at least trying to be, it generally has just been an emotional ride. So prayers that I get through and actually go through a baptism class, or just find more understanding about it, because I generally do believe it's a scam, but that's just my personal opinion. Hopefully in the future, God will allow me to be more open to that. God has put some good people in my life. They said they'll help me, so that's gonna be good. Afterwards, went to my friends in McAllister's tea time, right? So you know that girl I've been like crushing on and all that stuff. She got a man. It is what it is, And at first I was emotional because when I first saw him, I was like, oh, okay, cool, he's there. But then he came again, and I was like, and then don't forget, she invited me. So I'm thinking, like, oh, cool, it's just us. And then, no, it was everybody. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then he brought him. It is what it is. And of course, I'm emotional, like, because, damn, I really thought, I was doing it God's way, going peaceful, going, slow. We had a lot of moments these past year since I've known her. So maybe I waited too long. It is what it is, man. But y'all got to understand, though, when it comes to this whole process, if you like somebody, or if you're trying to get with somebody or whatever, and they're with somebody else, don't get mad, don't get upset. And of course, you can feel those things. Always remember, your emotions are always valid. It's how you respond, how you choose to respond. Nobody makes you do anything. You choose to get angry, you choose to get upset and yell at them, that's on you. And so for me, I can't really get mad about that. I'm happy for her, I'm happy for him. I can't get upset that she chose him over me. I can't get upset about these things, it's life. And I'll never, not one thing too, somebody ever does anything to do you wrong, never wish bad on them. Never wish, how do I say this? Never wish bad on somebody to make them feel the pain you feel. And of course, you're gonna feel upset, but it's just life, man. Y'all can't hold on anger, hold on to the past. You can't hold on to these feelings. Pray, ask God, hey, this hurts. Let me get through it. And so now, obviously, I feel the way I feel. And she doesn't know how I feel about her, and I'm kind of good too. I'm glad I didn't confess my feelings. I'm glad I didn't go out of my way. Probably should ask her on a date when the opportunity was there, but that's just a life lesson you gotta learn, man. And so now my goal is to keep doing what I'm doing, And what's funny is she doesn't follow me on TikTok, so I can say this, but I grew these flowers, and I'll show y'all a photo in the next video. I grew these flowers for her as a symbol of showing of how I care about her. And maybe that's just me being foolish. It is what it is. I can't get mad about it. That was fun. But now I'm just gonna grow them for myself and just keep healing, growing through God. And like I said, guys, when you go through this process as a Christian or as a man or even as a woman or a person, y'all gotta learn that it may not go your way, but how you respond matters. Now that in the future, now that I know that she's with somebody else, don't treat it any different. Don't be upset. Don't be angry. Keep being respectful. Keep doing what you're doing, and God will provide. My favorite scripture, one I want to get tattooed on my birthday in 2 months in October: lead by faith, not by sight. And in this situation, give it to God, man. Give it to God. Give everything you have, all your pain, your anger, give it to God.